Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here on ZSN. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Bucks tonight in a heartbreaking loss that should have been a win when it comes all said and done. And there's a lot of things we could honestly blame about this particular loss. I personally like to blame the refs for allowing the Bucks to win tonight. When it comes to these uh, calls that were being made against the Lakers, and it was just especially the one that got Luca fouled out. And it's bad enough that we don't have Austin Reeves, we don't have a really good defensive backup rotation. And guys, it's just one of those type of situations where it's like, hey, why are you at this point, I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but all I'm trying to say is a trade needs to happen and it needs to happen soon. A trade needs to happen soon and it needs to happen soon. So, with that being said, it is something that needs to be done. It's been a while that I went live on here, so my apologies. It's just there's been some really disappointing losses that the Lakers should have won. And we can name a whole plethora of opportunities that the Lakers should have won, but the bench, man, the bench rotations, they're not stepping up. They're not helping out LeBron and Luca, and the starting lineup are not doing the same. Jake Larivia hasn't been showing up as of late. DeAndre Ayton, I mean, you really want to be part of this Lakers future. I mean, seriously, man, you just really need to start showing up now. I mean, enough is enough. You really need to get your act together, start to really play some Lakers basketball, moving forward now. And it's just I'm just looking at the stats right now on my end right now. I could show you guys right, or actually, you know what? I'm going to get into it right now. Let's show you guys the stats. As you can see right in front of you, the Lakers, seriously, man. I mean, we really need to make a trade very soon. I don't care if we have to give up a first round pick or something to get us back on track. Because if the Lakers do really want to see LeBron and Luca and Austin Reeves win a championship together, then you have to make some sacrifices. Okay, sacrifice your first round picks, your second round picks. Now they're saying they don't have assets. I don't believe that. They have the assets. They just want to use those assets to get like a Giannis Antetokounmpo who played, outplayed LeBron in those final seconds left remaining in the game to win the game for the Bucks. So with that being said, I mean, it is a situation where, the Lakers just have to do what they can to win games. And, but with this type of effort, it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. And, Jared Vanderbilt, he played all right. And Dalton Connect in the fourth quarter, he was pretty great for us at one point. But at the end of the day, I mean, team effort all around. I mean, you should not always allow your top two stars to win you games. It's a team effort. Jake Larivia, 13 points. All right. Not bad. But come on. DeAndre Ayton, he's really getting on my last nerve, man. And, if he doesn't show up and he doesn't, want to show some effort and put up 15 points per game in every single game, then, it is a situation where, Lakers have to look elsewhere to potentially, find another piece to be a good, reliable player for uh, for Luca for many years to come. And it just sucks. It just sucks that the Lakers are losing games and they're not getting their act together. And it's just teams are now realizing what the Lakers have and what their weaknesses are. And their weakness is their defense. Their defense is what's really hurting the Lakers. And the efforts, it's not there. You have a lot of offensive players that are just, basically, you know, it's their only alternative instead of playing defense. So, and Jared Vanderbilt, he's the only defensive guy, and Marcus Smart is the only defensive guy. I mean, LeBron can play defense, but he's up there in age. I mean, he can't do what he's been doing for the past couple of years, so or throughout his career. So, still, I mean, you have to really consider, a trade needs to happen. Keenan Ellis, get him. Do what you have to do to get him. I mean, at this point. So it's just been very sickening to watch, and it's been very disappointing to watch. And that's why you guys haven't probably been seeing me going live for the past two games that the Lakers have been playing, or maybe it was one of those games. I might be mistaken. So there were games where I just felt, I didn't want to go live because I was just so sickening by the Lakers' efforts um, when it comes to winnable games. And I'm trying to look at the schedule, guys. Just give me a moment. For the Spurs game, that should have been a winnable one. I know it's the Spurs; they are a really good competitive team in the Western Conference, but there were times where I saw the Lakers could have won the game, but the defense is what's hurting them, and it's just one of those type of moments where it's like you should have won that game, but at the same time, we understand your flaws. And today, sure, the refs played a lot into this particular loss, but at the same time, the Lakers could have showed a little bit of effort to win the game. It was in their grasp. And thanks to LeBron, because, LeBron went beast mode in the fourth quarter and decided to help us out and take us, you know, give us the lead at one point. But, once the Lakers saw that, they were like, okay, let's take a, a break a bit. No, you have to go all the way and just play your best when it comes to fourth quarter situations when you're up by two. So, but again, we did not see that. Not from DeAndre Ayton. Marcus Smart, he was all right for us. And Jake Larivia, 13 points with 3 and 5 from the three, but still, you're missing that other player, and that is Austin Reeves. And at this point, I know he's gonna be out for a couple more weeks, but still, even after the All Star break in February, but still, I mean, I wish he can just come back very soon for us because you can tell that there's a void in the starting lineup and scoring like a third, second option wise, and that is Austin Reeves. I mean, I'm telling you right now, if he was in the game, we would have won the game with his scoring, with his shooting efforts. Now he doesn't play defense, and overall, this team doesn't know how to play defense. But overall, I mean, his presence could have been known in this game when it comes to all said and done. And I agree with you, Daniel. It's a heartbreaker loss. I mean, it really was, and it's just sucks. I really didn't want to go live tonight, but I needed to be consistent with you all because I didn't go live last time against the Spurs. And I was disappointed in that game. And I am once again disappointed in this game, but I had to, show some love for my subscribers and show some love for my community, ZSN, Z Nation here. Um, so I just had to come on here. So, and other than that, I would have probably just, ignored all of you and just, sulk and get angry personally. So instead of showing you my frustrations. But yeah, guys, I mean, it was at this point, you just have to make a trade. You have to do a trade very soon. Hopefully, Rob Palinka is making phone calls with the Kings, somehow get a Keenan Ellis or and also a Sabonis. I heard there's a combination of those two guys being packaged to potentially be, shipped off to the Lakers. I don't know what the Lakers have to do to give up, to potentially get those guys. But at this point, it would be awesome if we get those two. But at the same time, I mean, what do you have to give up? And with the Lakers saying that they don't want to use all of their assets, I can understand if you want to get like a Giannis or you want to get like a Joker, just save up your assets as much as you can to get a Jokic or just a top star to pair up with Luca for the future. I can understand it. But at the same time, if you want to win now and stop losing games and easy winnable ones, you have to find some really good key players, good rotational players that will fit very well for you in your rotation. So we just have to wait and see what's out there. I mean, at the trade deadline and see what's out there in the market for the Lakers to make trades. But at this point, I mean, it's just a waiting game, guys, at this point. And this is what the Lakers have, unfortunately. So they just have to wait and see, when it comes all said and done. So this is very unfortunate. But looking at the game tonight, guys, I mean, LeBron James, personally, I'll have to give him the player of the game, with his efforts tonight, especially in the fourth quarter. 26 points, went 2 of 7 from the three. So obviously there were some flaws in his shooting tonight, but he did manage to give us 9 rebounds and 10 assists and 3 steals. So he did his part. He showed up and helped out the Lakers as much as he can, especially in the fourth quarter. He was awesome in the fourth quarter for us. But at the same time, it is a type of situation where, it's a team effort, as I mentioned. Everyone needs to show up in this game and step up for this Lakers team with no Austin Reeves and no Rui Hachimura, even though I think Rui doesn't really make a big whole lot of difference on this team, but Austin Reeves does. So, when it comes all said and done, I mean, those are the guys that should have honestly played, in this game. If they were healthy, I think we would have won this game, in my opinion. Did we beat the Bucks this year? I might be mistaken. I think we did. So, and I think Austin Reeves is playing in that game. So, it was a really good matchup for sure, and a really good outcome. But that could have been positive for the Lakers, but unfortunately, it just wasn't the case. Unfortunately, so. Um, but yeah, I mean, great night for LeBron. Luca, he did, show up at times. 24 points out there tonight, and really did his best to try to win us this game. But again, the refs and him getting fouled out played a big role of the Lakers losing this game. I mean, he got fouled out real early in the fourth quarter, and still managed to give us some really decent numbers. 24 points, went 4 of 6 from the three, and managed to give us 9 rebounds and 9 assists with 2 steals. So he shows some a bit of his defensive efforts, but it just wasn't strong enough, and this team in general wasn't as strong as enough to just contain the Bucks. When it came to the second quarter and third quarter, the fourth quarter came about. It was awesome. They went on like a big run, and at one point took the lead at one point, but they just kept shooting themselves in the foot, and it's just really hurt the Lakers that time. And I just saw notifications. I mean, Giannis Antetokounmpo, man, the guy, he's awesome, man. I mean, if the Lakers are honed in on getting Giannis, and if they can, and they want to get him so badly, go ahead, get him at the trade deadline. Trade all of your assets, trade all of your expiring contracts, and get Giannis. And if Giannis says, you know what, I just want to go to the Lakers, pull off a Anthony Davis move, then go ahead, do so, Giannis, if you want to join the Lakers. So, um, just last minute block and steal against LeBron to lead the Bucks to a win over the Lakers. I mean, yeah, that was just a heartbreaking moment for the Lakers there. I mean, they were ended up going to lose the game, or at least I think maybe LeBron was hoping to get fouled. So at least we can potentially, either go into overtime because it was just down by 2. So almost at the end of the game. So, it's just one of those type of situations where it's like, the Lakers really, made a heartbreaker loss there, that moment with Giannis and LeBron. So it's just very, very disappointing. It really was. And, Luca being fouled out, it really hurt the Lakers at one point, and you know, it's just very unfortunate. And then you have, Marcus Smart. He had 9 points out there tonight, and he's been solid for us since he's been inserted in the starting lineup in for Austin Reeves. I mean, he really filled in that void, adding on some defensive efforts that he's known for. So, I mean, but scoring wise, I mean, he's nowhere near that. But on occasion, he could potentially give you some shooting efforts, but not scoring whatsoever. But defensively, he is there. I mean, 2 steals out there tonight, had 4 rebounds, out there tonight. So, and he went 3 of 8 from the 3. So he was pretty good for us shooting wise when it came down to it. But, unfortunately, it was just not a lot of efforts there. And then DeAndre Ayton, man, I mean, he was pathetic. Okay, 5 rebounds, okay, but no steals, no blocks. Only have 4 points. Come on, dude. You're a former first round pick. These type of games, you have to win them. Show up in them and step up. But unfortunately, he hasn't, and he's really starting to really annoy me. When it comes to his efforts that we've been seeing on occasion. So my hope is that potentially he will either show up and really realize that if he wants to get paid, that he needs to play lights out, give you 15 to 18 points per game, giving you 15 rebounds, 10 rebounds a game. Do what you have to do. Do so. But unfortunately, you're not going to these type of numbers. You're not going to get the type of contract you're looking for or a potential top role on the Lakers if you're going to play like this. So it's just he needs to get his act together. He needs to show up. So then when you look at the second unit, I mean, every time I look at the second unit, I'm just so disgusted. I really am. I mean, this is not a good rotational team. You know, it really is. I mean, when you look at the type of players that are trying to show up and doing what they can to show up, it's just this is what you have in your tank to show up in. I mean, it's just not looking good. So I'm just looking at it. The only 2 players that really showed up for us was Jared Vanderbilt and Dalton Connect in the 4th quarter. Surprisingly, had a plus positive rating in this game. So he did have 4 points out there, but his efforts came from the 4th quarter. In the beginning of the 4th quarter, with LeBron James leading the helm. So he was pretty good for us there, but it just wasn't enough. So then you have Jared Vanderbilt, 9 points out there, 27 minutes out there tonight. So that's the type of numbers I want to see more from Jared Vanderbilt when it comes down to his efforts. And then you had 9 rebounds and 2 assists. Had a +2 positive rating, but still, I mean, I think more than anything, we need more help defensively. But he did what he can out there. But other than that, I mean, Jackson Hayes had 6 points, but he was close to getting fouled out. He had 5 fouls in the game. So, and then you have Gabe Vincent, 6 points, 2 of 5 from the 3, and 2 rebounds. But we do need change when it comes down to backup roles at the point guard position. And at this point, I just hope that they package a deal very soon. I really hope so. With Gabe Vincent, with Dalton Connect, just package those guys and get us a solid defensive player like a uh, Keon Ellis, and then throw in maybe a second round pick. I mean, I'm hearing that Keon Ellis's offer prices for a first round pick. That is never going to happen unless a team is you know pretty dumb if they want to potentially waste their first round pick on a guy who's still you know really good defensive guy, but still if anything, he's not going to be a really good player for you moving forward when it comes to like bringing you the offensive ability. I mean, he's more of a defensive 3 and D type of guy. So which is obviously what all teams are looking for. I don't know what I'm really talking about. I'm probably just rambling at this point. So, at this point, guys, I just hope for the best for the Lakers that they will potentially just stick it out until they potentially make a trade very soon. It's a bit of a question mark what they're potentially going to be looking for, what's out there for them. We all heard about Keon Ellis. We all heard about Sabonis and some other players that are out there, Herb Jones and all of them. But still, I think personally, the Lakers have to do what they can to potentially just get some help for LeBron from Luca and potentially hopefully the return of Austin Reeves, that we add some more defensive players to the Lakers rotation very soon. So, we just have to wait and see. We really we do have to wait and see. So, other than that, guys, I'm probably going to end this live stream early. I'm really disappointed of the Lakers losing tonight. It's just a heartbreaking loss. They should have won it. And but unfortunately the lack of defensive efforts, and of course just the refs in general, they were really all over the Lakers in this game. So if anything, they have to do what they can to potentially just bounce back and potentially get another win. I'm not sure what team they're facing next, but I hope it's nobody that's difficult. Let's see here. Why I did that, damn it. Okay, here we go. Sunday. Oh, they have 2 days off. They have 2 days off until Monday, where they face the Kings on Monday. So that is a potential matchup for sure. That maybe the Lakers could get a win in if they show up, but we just have to wait and see. It's a bit of a question mark of because of the lately what we've been seeing from the Lakers and their lack of defensive efforts. So my hope is that they show up and bounce back. They have 2 days off, so maybe they can rest up and maybe hopefully wait for the return of Rui. Uh, for some reason, he was questionable to play tonight, so maybe with these 2 days off, things could get potentially better for the Lakers when it comes down to depth and players returning soon. So um, I'm not trying to say that Rui will make a big of a difference, but still, the more the merrier when it comes to adding depth and just better rotations um, and just you know bringing in some players that can play better for the bench roles. So we just have to wait and see. We really do. So, thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Sorry if I'm not showing a lot of enthusiasm and energy and just not focusing well on this live stream. It's just I'm just so disappointed of this Lakers team. They just really disappoint me. The Spurs game was one of them, and tonight's game. It should have been winnable ones. There were really close games. I mean, but the Lakers' defense is what's really hurting them when it comes to winning games. So my hope is that they will potentially somehow just get their act together and start to, win games and win some close ones. If they're not going to play defense, so my hope is that they just continue to show up. But this is what it is. I mean, this is who the Lakers are. So at this point. So, we just have to wait and see, guys. And it's the trade deadline. If there's a trade out there that will be helpful for the Lakers when it comes to adding on some really good defensive players, then you just have to do so to improve your team. So, at this point, guys, I mean, that's the only alternative at this point because Austin Reeves still out, Rui's out, some really key players uh, that are not in their good roles that need help on the bench, like a Marcus Smart, like a Jake LaRivia. We need those guys back into the rotation so the Lakers could show some effort on the bench instead of what we have with Dalton Connect and Gabe Vincent at this point. So, we just have to make a trade hopefully very soon. So, we just have to wait and see, guys. So, thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Again, sorry if I'm not showing any good enthusiasm or excitement. And I think I'm rightfully so because I'm so disappointed at the Lakers team and how they played tonight and how they ended it and as of late. So, we just have to wait and see, guys. Hopefully, the trade happens soon. So, thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and of course, thank you, Daniel, for the comments. I really appreciate it. And if you guys haven't yet, follow me all across social media: Facebook, Instagram, X. I'm also on TikTok and Threads as well. So please be sure to follow me all across social media. I really appreciate it. And subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. We're close to 5,000 subscribers, guys. So let's continue to grow this channel with your love and support. Please be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell for everything news, rumors, updates, speculations about the Los Angeles Lakers. This is the channel for you if you love the Lakers. So subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you all in the next live stream and the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.